Hey, we're Saints. Father Chris here. Welcome to our Crucifixional live stream. Glad to have you beautiful people with us on this glorious day as we start a new week. There is, at the parish that we serve, a catering hall. It's not really a catering hall. It's a business. It's separate, its own business that caters events and runs, parties and baptisms and weddings, all this beautiful stuff. And the team here is really unbelievable. The from the leadership all the way down to the lowest man on the totem pole. They're an amazing group of people. But there's one I want to really. I was watching and paying attention to all of them, but one in particular stuck out for today's episode. I'm going to call, let's say his name is Sam. All right, we'll just make it up. His name is Sam. And this guy grinds all the time. It's unbelievable to me. Shows up before events, stays till the end of the event, and then beyond. Doesn't stop moving the entire time. Runs security, but manages the event. Is a coordinator for the event. Helps the caterers if they need this, the bartending service if they need that, the guests if they need that. Runs the IT and the audio visual, all that kind of like it's breathtaking. And I look at the person, and in my heart, I'm like, that's amazing. I want to be like that. I'm inspired by that, to have that kind of work ethic. And St. Paul, clicked in my mind. We read some of it last week to finish the week. I think it was Friday, Greg. It must have been Friday, but we're going to read from 2 Thessalonians chapter 3 again. Beautiful verse. It's just, hopefully it puts us all in perspective. We were not idle. This is Paul, and he's talking to the Thessalonian Christians. We were not idle, he and his fellow apostles. We were not idle when we were with you. We did not eat anyone's bread without paying, but with, here it is, toil and labor, we worked night and day that we might not be a burden, right? Like, we came to you to serve and work for you, but to preach to you, says Paul. But we worked, baby. We didn't take anything for free, and it was a powerful message for me because, like we talked about last week, if we look to find an improvement strategy where we're looking for the ER words, i.e., we'll get better, bigger, faster, whatever the word we may be, it's an improvement. And that stuff never works because we've tried it, right? Like these weird, pseudo-religious and pseudo, self-help gurus are selling all that kind of stuff. And it just hasn't worked. I mean, otherwise, why would we all be in the same place we're at, right? The idea is we need total radical change. The image we used last week was that I'm not going to get up earlier, I become an early riser. That's how I talk about myself. That's how I think about myself. I'm not going to get up earlier. I'm an early riser. And likewise, with our work ethic, I don't care about the world and entitlements and people bitching about that. And I don't care about people complaining about the government needs to give look, let that be their problems. I'm talking to you. You change your identity. It's time not to be someone who I'm going to work harder. You are someone who works hard, right? You are a person with a strong work ethic. Switch that identity, that mindset. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that it's not that I'm going to try something. Who I am as a person is this. Let's say it like this. I'm going to strive to be closer to Christ. Don't do it. You've never done it. You probably never will. But the moment you change your identity, change your mindset, seek this new opportunity, not an improvement, something new, you can say, I am a warrior saint. That means I'm someone who's grinding every day to learn the Word of God so I can live the Word of God. Do you see it? It's a different way to approach everything. And if you can shift that mindset, shift that approach where you're grabbing a new opportunity rather than trying to improve a failed one from the past, then you're off to the races. And look, I don't blame you necessarily for all the struggles you've had in the past. I've had them, still have them, right? We've been, in some real sense, through the stuff of the world, we've been sold a bill of goods. And it's nice, but it doesn't work, right? The key is, and I don't like the word trick, forgive me for using it, but the key, the shift is when we shift the identity. You ready to be a warrior saint? I'm fighting it every day. Greg is fighting it every day. The rest of our warrior team, we are fighting every day, not to try to become bigger, better, faster, no more ER words, but that we are warrior saints. You want to join us? Pretty simple. Love to have you. Boom. That's it right there. Love you. We're going to be back tomorrow, probably continuing this line of thought about an identity shift, new opportunities. As always, keep walking on the way of the warrior saint.